Hey friends, how are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a great day. This week, I am working on a small mini project. I'm making a pom-pom wreath to go on my mirror in my entryway. And I like yarn decorations. I like tassels. I've made tassels. I have a description on how to make them. I'll put a link in the description. I've made pom-pom garlands. I have a DIY on that. I'll put a link to that. I've made a tassel rug out of a drop cloth. All of those things. I'll put them all in the description. But I've never made a pom-pom wreath. And I thought, how cute would this be on my mirror in my entryway, because my mirror is broken. Like, it has a crack in it, and I just keep putting off buying a new mirror to replace it. So I'm gonna make a white mini pom-pom wreath. I found the frame at the Dollar Tree, and I thought you might like to join me and watch as I make it. So let's get started. This is the little frame I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just making some pom-poms and I'm tying them on. This is my pom-pom maker, and this is what it looks like, but on a smaller scale when it's all together. But to start making the pom-poms, you're gonna pull this out here, and then you take your yarn, which I'm running out of yarn. I'm gonna need to get more. You take your yarn and you start going around one side. So you just go around it. I like to make it a little even. I just feel like it makes a neater looking pom-pom. So you want to close it. Once you get it completely full, you close it so that the arch is on the top. And then you cut this off and you start on the other side and do it again. Once you have that done, these pom-pom makers come with these scissors. But these work, but they're not as good as these scissors are for like trimming when you're embroidering. So now all you do is just trim right up the center. Just make sure that like it's all gone in the middle. So you don't want any pieces in the middle. Now, next, on these small pom-poms, I like to use twine instead of yarn for this step. And what I do is you're going to run the twine through the center. So what I do first is I lift it up and I just pull it as tight as I can pull it. And then I do a knot. And then I don't cut that. I just leave it there. And then I pull the ends open like so. And then I usually go back and forth on this and pull it apart. Once I have it at this stage, I give it a little fluff, and then I take some scissors and I trim it up. And once I have it trimmed to the way I like it, this one needs trimming right here. Then I take and I turn my frame upside down, and I go from the bottom side and I take the twine and split it in between one of the wires. And then I tie it in a nice tight knot. Then I trim that. I flip it back over. I push it up into place. And then I'm just basically repeating the steps for the rest of it. So I'll just turn on some nice music and you guys can watch me repeat making these. But when I get done, we'll count how many pom-poms we had to make. Well, I've made a lot, so I think let's tie the ones I've made on. Let's see if we need to make any more. This is a good place to stop. Okay, so we've got the wreath completely done. So now we need to add some ribbon. I'm gonna use this velvet. It's kind of a grayish blue color, and I'm going to use it for the wreath for the winter time. And then I've got other ribbons that I've planned to change it out for different holidays and stuff. So I want a nice long tail ribbon. First, I'm gonna find the center of this ribbon. So I'm gonna match the ends down here to find the center. And then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make two tails like so. Two long tails. And then I'm gonna take those two tails and I tie them together into a tie. So now that I have two ties, I can adjust them and make them longer by pulling on them. And once I have those in place, I can just figure out where I want my bow to go. So I like droopy bows. I just think they're so pretty. And usually when I'm doing a wreath, I like to put a droopy bow towards the top up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thread some twine through here, or you can use some floral wire and thread it, or a zip tie, any of those things. But I've got twine handy, so I'm gonna thread this twine through here and then just tie it onto the top wire of the wreath form. So to get this through here, you can use a needle, and I have one, but I know not everybody has one, so I'm gonna show you how I use this to open that up. And then I just slip this down in there. And the best way I have found, it's not easy. You just have to keep twisting it to get it down in there. Kind of even it out and then circle back around and tighten this again. Then flip it over. We're just gonna find that spot up here on the top, flip it over, and tie it on. Now, for this one, I will tie it in a bow because remember, I'm gonna change out this ribbon for different holidays, events. If I'm having like a shower, I may want it to be a part of the shower. My original plan was to put this on the mirror in the entryway. And I'm gonna try it there, but I don't think I'm gonna like it because I held it up there and I need to do more. So I do love it in here on my cutting boards, my charcuterie boards, because it makes it stand out more. It looks really pretty. So I'm going to hang it up there and style it in here for now. And then as I work on my entryway more and maybe get it to a better place, I'm thinking I might do it for Valentine's Day in there. So. I think I'm gonna hang it with some of the yarn. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking the yarn and I'm looping it through the top just like I did the bow. And then I'm gonna tie that, and then I'll pull this behind it. So I'm just gonna tie it back here so it hides it. And then I'll fix my little pom-poms back around the front and kind of move them so you don't see. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to loop it up there. So let's see how this works. So now that we've got the project all finished, let's take a look. So what'd you think? Isn't this a cute project? And it's easy. It takes time though. When I started, I estimated it was going to take me about half a day. And it generally took me about half a day, including eating lunch and things like that. So 4 to 5 hours to do the project, about 40 pom-poms. I went through probably a whole roll of yarn. The frame I got from Dollar Tree, but I'll link to the same size frame on Amazon in the description. In fact, I'll link everything in the description so you can check it out. But it was really fun. I enjoyed just sitting on the couch and working on it. And now I've got a cute little wreath that I can decorate by just changing the ribbon. But I felt really bad that I didn't show y'all how it looked on the mirror. So here's how it looks on the mirror. So my entryway still has a little bit of Christmas in it, but it'll give you an idea of what it's gonna look like. And I still have some decorating to do in there, but in all of that, I just want to thank you for joining me here today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you'll give this project a try. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's pretty inexpensive. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.